Hello, third graders. I am back for some lunchtime reading out here on the deck with Stella. Come here, Stella. Come on, right here. Right here. Here she is. Can you sit up? Oh, she wants to lay down on this blanket. Why don't you get up here? Oh, she's not cooperating with me. So I'm just gonna show you where she is. She's right there. Hi, Stella. Hey. Okay, she looks bored, but I think she likes this book, so I hope you do too. All right, we left off yesterday with with Robin and brother Luke as they were out swimming, and then brother Luke is telling Robin that he thinks it's time for him to start making some crutches, because he thinks that the swimming will help him get strong, give him strong arms to start using crutches. So Robin is very excited about that. Okay, from that day forward, swimming became a part of Robin's everyday life. Besides reading, writing, and the study of history and the stars, Robin was given certain duties in the routine of the church. At the lectern, during rehearsals, he turned the pages of the Missal, a book of music notes large enough for all the brothers to see as they stood in the chantry. Each day, he worked with Brother Matthew in the carpentry shop. He liked the music and the carpentry better than the reading and writing, but best of all, he liked the swimming. It made him feel free and powerful. Even on cloudy or rainy days, and when the weather was quite cool, Robin was taken for his daily swim, and soon he was able to dive beneath the water and play tricks on the good friar, on Brother Luke. Once, when the boys saw Robin's little boat, they begged to be allowed to sail it too. Remember, Robin had made that little boat out of pine, and so the boys saw it and they begged that they could play with it too. But they were all so eager to try it that soon its rigging was broken and its pennant dragging. So Robin helped each of them make a boat of his own. Geoffrey's was made from a piece of the willow overhanging the brook. A twig stuck into a wormhole made the mast, and another twig through a leaf served for a sail. Then Dickon must have one, then Alfred, and the swimming hole became a boatyard with all these little boats, just like when Stuart Little, remember? When he was out riding all those little boats. Sometimes they marked out squares on the sandy bank and played a game of checkers with round stones. Sometimes, on hot days, all the time was spent in the water, and the boys raced Robin to the weir and back. Once, Robin beat them all. "Crookshanks here is as fast as any of us," Geoffrey said proudly. Then Robin felt as if he were one of them. Once, when Robin dived underwater and hid in the rushes, Brother Luke at first scolded him, for he was frightened. Then he said, "But I am glad for thy mischief, for it is a sign that you are well." Robin had another reason for knowing he was well, but he kept it secret. Work was begun on the crutches. They were to be simple, straight staves with cross pieces at the top to fit under Robin's arms. Brother Matthew had found the wood of proper kind and size, and he sawed it the right length, allowing a little for finishing. Brother Luke wheeled Robin to the shed where he could watch. When the first piece of wood was put into the vise, and Brother Matthew began to draw the spoke shave down the length of it, Robin thought it was time to tell his secret, for he wanted very much to have a hand in making the crutches with which he hoped to walk. "Can I shape the pieces, do you think?" he asked. "Look," he directed, "I can bear my weight upon my feet, though I cannot stand long alone, nor can I straighten. But can I not lean upon the bench?" To the surprise of both brothers, Robin hitched along slowly toward Brother Matthew's workbench, where he leaned for a few moments before he found it necessary to sit down. "Now praise our Lord's mercy," said Brother Luke fervently, at the same time putting forth a high stool for Robin to sit on. "Now will be thine own crutches thou wilt wear, made by thine own hands." Brother Matthew blessed himself to show how grateful he was, and arranged the work so that Robin could better attend to it for himself. So Robin was able to stand for a few seconds and even just kind of shuffle a little bit from one part of the room to the other. It was more exciting to work at a real bench, to draw the sharp knife along the clean wood, to hear it snick as the knife took hold, then slither off into shavings. The oak was very hard and took real strength to work, but swimming had given Robin good muscle in his arms, so that little by little he was able to shape the staff. So the secret was that Robin was able to stand now, and he knew that if he could stand, he could help make these crutches with Brother Matthew and Brother Luke. Several weeks went by before Robin finished the crutches, but at last they were done, and he could hardly wait to try them. "There should be padding and leather on the cross pieces," said Brother Luke. "Let us go into the city to the Pouch Makers' Guild. I have errands for the prior as well. Besides, it is Midsummer Eve. We shall see the gaiety." "Shall I walk then?" asked Robin. "For look, I have been trying the crutches already and can go at a good pace." Robin slid off the stool, fitted the crutches under his arms, and was off across the garth all in one motion. "Softly, softly," Brother Luke advised. "'Tis a good way into the city, even though the sounds and the odors do seem to reach us here. It would be better to go piggyback and carry the crosses most of the way. You'll be glad of my old back when we come to Ludgate." It was exciting to go back into the city, especially this midsummer eve. The doorways were decked with branches of green birch, long fennel, and St. John's wort. Some had garlands of flowers, while lilies and such like. Neighbor was merry with neighbor, and those who had wealth set out food and drink before their houses for all who passed by. So it's kind of like, in a way, a Saturday's market, or someplace where there's food out and there's festivities going on. "Can we not stay even a little while?" Robin begged. "No, my son. When we have done our errands, we shall go back." They were not far from Robin's home, but he had no wish to see it empty and deserted. How he wished it had been open and his father and mother there. And that's the end of that chapter. So I'm going to stop there. So I just wanted to finish that chapter, and then tomorrow we'll start with the next one. Pretty soon Robin's going to go on a journey, and you will see what happens on that journey. Okay, you guys, have a great day, and thanks for joining me. And hey, Stella, come up here. Come. She's super lazy. I'm not sure why. How come you're so lazy? Hey, can you say goodbye? Can you? I think she's a little annoyed that I'm talking into this camera and I'm not playing with her. Anyway, okay, you guys have a great afternoon.